Hello everyone. Last week I talked about teething. What are the issues and problems faced by the infant and their parents? The do's and don'ts during teething. Teething is actually a process wherein those small tiny teeth break through the gums and appear into your infant's mouth. So it causes a lot of problems which I had discussed in my last video. I also did tell you about teethers. How teethers or teething rings help the infant in relieving pain from the aching gums. So teethers or teething rings are toys which usually the infant will chew upon, and this will relieve the soreness, this will relieve the pain from the gums. They also provide a good sensory stimulation, and providing a good sensory stimulation is extremely important for development of sensory pathways in the brain and for the normal development of the child. So teethers help in two ways. Help in relieving the pain while teething, and by providing the sensory stimulation that is necessary for the normal development. So there are so many teethers available in the market. How do you choose which one is good? So here I am, Dr. Supriya Patil Ganeshwade, practicing in Pune, telling you how to choose right teether. First teether that I would like to mention is the most popular one is the plastic teethers. They are unfortunately marketed so well, and they are marketed because they are very flexible. They say that our teethers, the plastic teethers, are really good because they are flexible. However, we all know that plastic isn't good for our health. These plastic teethers contain bisphenol, parabens, phthalates, which actually leach out from the teethers and can cause toxic effects in your baby. So stay away from plastic teethers. Also, plastic teethers cannot be sterilized by boiling, because when you boil a plastic thing, all the ingredients leach out and can be harmful and toxic. So plastic teethers are a no-no. The second are the water-filled teethers. There are some teethers wherein there is water inside. It could be just plain water, or sometimes salt water, or sometimes even glycerine inside it. So these teethers may actually puncture, or there might be some hole or a tear in these teethers, and because of that, the liquid or the water can leach out from the teethers. This may give a very unpleasant taste to your child. Also, if the liquid is contaminated, it can cause various amounts of infections in the baby's body. So again, stay away from water-filled teethers. Next is the gel-based teethers. Same like water teethers, these teethers have gels instead of water. So again, constant supervision is needed to check if there are any punctures or any tears in the teether, thereby which the gel is leaking out into the child's mouth. So constant supervision is required. There are some again other teethers which have very fancy accessories, like small beads, small rings, or other decorative items to make it very attractive. But again, these teethers are again no-no. Why? Because these small accessories, these small beads, small rings can eventually loosen out, and your baby might swallow it and get choked. So such teethers having fancy accessories, small beads, should not be used. Oh my God. So which kind of teether should be used? Here it is. Teethers like silicone or rubber teethers, as the name suggests, they are made up of silicone and rubber, and therefore they are very soft and chewy. The baby will enjoy chewing on it because it's really very soft. Plus, they are very easily cleaned and sterilized. Therefore, the first choice should be silicone or rubber teethers. The next preferred choice should be a wooden teether. Wooden teethers are very safe and non-toxic, and they are very hard. So the baby can chew over it, and because of the chewing and the hardness, because of the pressure, the aching gums can be relieved. So wooden teethers are good, but see to it that you use a non-painted teether. A painted teether would, there is a disadvantage of a painting teether. The paints can leach out into the baby's mouth. Therefore, don't use a painted wooden teether. Use an unpainted wooden teether. Also, when you're selecting a wooden teether, see to it that it is a well-finished product. See to it that it is smooth. See to it that there are no rough edges or loose splinters that can just break off, or very sharp edges which can injure the gums. So wooden teethers are also the best choice. So the two best choices are silicone or rubber teethers, that is solid without any liquid in it, without any water or gel inside it, a solid silicone teether, or a wooden non-painted nicely polished teether. These are the two teethers that are extremely suitable. There are some precautions that need to be taken when using a teether. Do not freeze the teether. Do not keep it in the freezer section of the refrigerator, because if you freeze the teether, it will become very hard, and when your baby is biting into it, it can injure the baby's gums. Also, your baby can get a frostbite. So never put it in the freezer. You can refrigerate it, you can make it cool, but never freeze it. The second precaution that you have to take is always use a clean, sterilized teether. I have seen a lot of parents who give very dirty teethers to their babies. This can lead to a lot of infections. So see to it that you clean the teether by washing it with soap and water, or best is to boil it in water for at least 5 minutes. That way all the germs will go away. The third precaution that needs to be taken: never tie a thread to a teether and hang it around the baby's neck, because there could be a choking hazard with it. So these are the precautions that need to be taken. Hope you and your baby have a good teething phase. That's all for today. Thank you and keep smiling.